Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey folks, I'm the Evil DM and I'm here live at North Texas RPG Con. I have Erik Tenkar of Tenkar's Tavern sitting right here, the bartender of the OSR extraordinaire.
I try. Coke, root beer, whatever.
Yeah, well, he tries.
Beer.
And this mug over here, with the hat, Old Man Grognard, DM Glen of Thaco's Hammer. You've probably heard his voice many of times.
And Radio Grognard. Hiya, folks.
Radio Grognard right on Anchor Podcast.
Yes.
What's the URL for that? I don't know.
TenkarsTavern.blogspot.com.
Nice.
Holy shit, yeah.
RadioGrognard.com, I think, or something. I don't remember.
The man doesn't even remember his own URL at this point. But anyway, as
You're
we're
supposed to Google it.
just look up grumpy old man with hat and you'll probably find him somewhere.
I usually get the grumpy cat with a hat.
It's probably true.
Grumpy Cat's dead.
So we are here at North Texas RPG Con here in North Texas, obviously, as you can see, North Texas. We're all here attending this convention. Erik has finished up his day of gaming. Glen has finished up. I played in Glen's game today, Gangbusters, which was...
I spent a week at the table one night.
God.
True confessions.
True
Yes,
confessions
true
of Glen
confessions.
Hellstrom.
It was not my best showing.
No, you did fine. You did fine. We were just all over the place in that game.
Yeah, and it was after I've been gaming for 3 days and just kind of brain fried.
Yeah, it happens. So let's talk...
Excuses aside.
Yeah, excuses aside. Let's talk a little bit about the state of the OSR.
Oh boy.
Eric's favorite topic.
Hey,
what language can I use here?
I was going to say, you got a family rating? Or?
All right, so...
No, there's no family rating here.
Okay, it's a shit show.
It's a shit show.
No, I was going to just talk about the cock and scrotum.
Okay, so for some people out there who don't understand it because they don't really know and they don't follow everything, what is the cock and scrotum referring to, Erik?
It's a new song. Cock and scrotum.
No, it has to be done. No, it's like Love and Marriage for Married with Children.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, it's what Rachel started singing in the background when I first said it. But it's about this. I don't know. I want to call it movement. Because the movement I'm going to refer to says that the OSR is not a community.
OSNAR?
OSNAR.
That's our new movement, the OSNAR.
OSNAR. They're saying that the OSR is not a community. And it certainly is, because you kind of place it in North Texas, you will see...
It's a feature.
It's a community. But this is about Sword Dream, which don't even ask me what that stands for.
Supposedly, when I was reading online, is it supposed to be the DIY of the OSR portion of it, where it's all inclusive. There's like kind of like a safe space for all different people to work together without the bigotry and the hate and.
Is this the part where the angelic choir comes through? The utopia of the OSR.
Well, apparently they feel that there's some bigotry and there's some hate in the OSR, which I do not see myself, but, I mean, that's me just because, as they always say, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Well, here's my thoughts on it. If the OSR is not a community, then you cannot judge the OSR by saying, well, there's bigotry in it, or there's white supremacy in it, because you're saying it's not a community. If it's not a community, and therefore it's just all these independent individuals, then you can't label the OSR pretty much anything.
The OSR is not really a community. It's just a bunch of people under one, not even a label. I mean, we can hardly agree on what the OSR even is.
We don't agree with what the OSR stands for, because what I consider to be OSR games, which includes the original Rollmaster and Traveler, others will go, oh no, it has to be something that's Dungeons and Dragons before. Some of them say first edition and before, some of them say second edition and before, certainly before third edition, but does Gamma World count? Does original Top Secret count?
I think all those games that had come out in that period count.
They all, I mean, it really depends on the person who's answering the question.
Yeah.
Right, and that is the beauty of it. Yes, and I'm saying, yes, the OSR is certainly a community, but it's not a community with leadership. Okay, this is a if you want anarchy, that is the definition to some extent of what the OSR is comprised of. It's a community of anarchy. That's why break-offs like Sword Dream, Inglorious OSR,
The honorable
OSR. They are all trying to subdivide themselves to find.
They want a leadership.
That's right. They want leadership, and they don't like the fact that the OSR does not have leadership. And somebody who's been following the OSR since I came back to gaming 10 or 11 years ago, started my blog 10 years ago, I will tell you this: anybody who tries to put on that hat of leadership within the OSR gets eaten alive.
And
it's damned.
What is that? What's Erik's URL for his blog again, Glen?
URL for his thanks.
Was it Blogspot?
Yeah, just what he said. It's anchor.fm/tavern chat.
That's for the podcast.
And anchor.fm/radio grognard and anchor.fm/
The Evil DM.
There you go.
I actually do have one that's hidden though. There you go.
Do you think
not
do you think stuff like this happens in, say, model railroading?
It happens in all these. No, it does. You know what? I'm sure it does. Because here's the thing. There are people in every community that feel that they want leadership, and that since they don't see it, that they have to fill that role. They want the influence. They want to be the ones setting the standards. Basically, gatekeepers.
Right.
And
no gatekeepers allowed. Sorry.
That's the whole thing. This is gatekeeping. I'm very against gatekeeping. I played in groups and I've run groups with men, women, different races, different sexual orientations. There's no checklist when you sit down at my table that I go, all right, well, we don't have somebody fit in this category. You come down, you're going to game, we're all gaming. That is our connection.
The only one rule, don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Exactly.
You know, and if you're going to be a dick, be a dick somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh.
We are here
There's
to
a joke
connect
somewhere.
over gaming. If you follow Tenkar's Tavern blog or any of the communities I quote, run,
Right.
the tavern is politics-free, social issues-free, because we're there to bond over gaming. It's our commonality that should bring us together, not our differences driving us apart.
Yeah, we're equal opportunity dungeon masters. We kill everybody.
Right.
No, I just kill you, that's all.
No, you kill me, all right.
You both kill me, goddammit.
Hey, we're killing here.
They're killing.
Yes.
So we have this movement separating the whole society, I guess you can call us. I don't even know what to call us, because we're not really a community, so to speak.
Right, well, they say that we're not a community, but then they use these labels to label this community that isn't a community. My thoughts are this. These individuals that are trying to remake the OSR or remake whatever community they're in the image that they feel is pure or righteous or fits their needs, that's fine. But all you're doing is removing yourself from a larger community and giving yourself an echo chamber, and you're not going to make changes. If you think that there needs to be changes made in the way things are done, you're not going to do that by removing yourself from a community. You only are going to separate yourself from it. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy at that point.
Absolutely correct.
Don't get spoiled by that, Glenn. It doesn't happen too often. I'm still sober. I haven't had.
You're supposed to say what I agree with what Erik said.
You didn't bang me on the knee. Absolutely right.
There we go.
There you go.
Damn right.
So, I'm talking with the hand for Glenn right now.
Oh, is that the chainmail sock puppet I had?
I promise you, folks, there's no alcohol involved in this whole
But
thing.
we're going to work on that for later.
Anybody who wants to make me a chainmail sock puppet for next year, smokestackjones@gmail.com, okay?
And if you can't do that, a cup.
Send all
I
inquiries.
wear it a cup.
Send all inquiries and complaints to smokestackjones.
gmail.com.
But if you do have any questions, ask the DM at theevildm.com is my email address for those out there that are wondering. But moving on, let's talk about a little bit more about gaming. Is there any Kickstarters out there that we should look forward to, Erik? Because you have the forefront on Kickstarters that you could speak about, of course.
Yar? No.
Yar.
I had to throw that one in.
Oh, God.
Martha?
David Beatty. And you have to forgive me, David. He has a DCC engined weird Western. He actually got the, of course, I'm going to say 6 Guns and 6 Shooters. That isn't it. Dark Trails.
Dark
there we
Trails,
go.
got it, right.
Dark Trails. He got permission from Goodman Games to make a standalone game using the DCC engine. So you don't need DCC.
Bitchin'.
And it's kind of like weird Western. It's going to be fun. I'm looking
More
forward to it.
Deadlands?
I think he's got his own little take on it, and it should be fun. On the Frog God side, we have Alex Kammer's current Kickstarter, which I am going to say I can see my Sea King's shit.
Sea King shit?
Not shit, but Alex, Alex, you have to forgive me.
The only man who could piss in the pool.
Alex is probably like, you know what, Eric, I'm going to write that down. The Sea King shit.
He probably will.
You know what? If you see an adventure out, you know why.
Oh, I got one. Blow Up Games. They're doing another Kickstarter for.
Eric is doing another one?
Yeah, for Vigilante City.
Nice.
I recently got a review copy of the first 2 books, and I've got a YouTube video review on there. It's absolutely glorious. He's doing book 3 and 4. 3 is going to be about the underground of Vigilante City, and 4 is going to be about super teams. And it looks fantastic. It's running as we record this.
And how does that system work exactly?
Blow Up Games. It's interesting because he took a BX stance on it. I can see the class and level thing, but he was mostly inspired, believe it or not, by Palladium's Heroes Unlimited. And he uses the same form. Heroes Unlimited for me was like, I can't deal with this. Every single type. Yes, every single type of super had like a mini. It was like a mini rule set, and it just drove me crazy. It drove me crazy trying to figure out how to run this. But he took it and added the class and level from like White Box, and he organized it better. And I understand it. I've been telling people that like Hero System is like building with Legos. This is like building with Play-Doh, because he's got certain ways of doing things, but you can house rule it, you can do it, you can modify it any way you want. And I really like it. And it's like I said, BX, you basically the combat is the same. They got regular humans and meta-humans. The scale could be a little bigger because he's mostly concentrating on his inspiration was like Batman the Animated Series, the X-Men, and Ninja Turtles, that kind of thing. But it does have the potential of doing really big stuff because, the first thing out of my mouth is, how do you do Superman with this?
You don't.
Don't, Glenn, you can't.
You can. I think you can. It's just that he's, one of the guys who was his co-writers, he's like, we're working on it. Give us time. We're working on him. So. Well,
I can see this being a hard thing to balance using like a T20 system because when you had like the old DC heroes from Mayfair, everything ramped up like that, like every number was doubling, or
right.
You don't have
it worked real good.
Yeah, you don't have. Oh, by the way, Alex, I used my phone. Sea King's Malice. There we go. By the way, very good.
We're changing to Sea King shit.
Yeah. Alex, unfortunately, you're gonna write Sea King shit next. Unfortunately, well, that's gonna be something.
Sea King's shit is the stretch goal. It hasn't been announced yet.
It's not an add-on.
No. It's gonna be. I'm probably gonna be something like. One lucky backer gets sent a box of Sea King shit. Not saying it's going to really happen. It's an idea, though. We might want to play with it.
Oh, look, there's barnacles in it.
Sea King's Malice, by the way, also has a lot of rules for underwater adventuring and at-sea adventuring, so that's going to be pretty good, no matter what system you're running.
Okay, well, Sergeant Wizardry, the Rosetta Stone of...
Well, I would say Castles and Crusades is the Rosetta Stone if you want to play an OSR style game with material from 3rd edition and 3X.
Yeah.
But Swords and Wizardry is like the OSR Rosetta Stone because with that you can pull things from
Osric,
Labyrinth Lord, and everything. Ascending, descending, you're good.
So speaking about Sword and Wizardry Light,
well, yes.
Your edition,
right?
Are we going to see anything more from that? I know you were working on some stuff here and there. You're piecing things. Do you want to say something, sir?
The undead stuff is coming.
I've had people request that somebody besides myself do the layout on Swords and Wizardry Continual Light, which has been out for a bit. That's my published edition. It takes up to level 7. Swords and Wizardry Light itself has a new printing out, which sadly took away the rat from the inside lower right cover, or lower right page. And now replaced it.
And it could have been laid out a little bit.
Or I didn't.
Well, you got the crease like
the crease. Like
it didn't fall square between the boxes. So I just thought I'd point that out.
I appreciate
I wanted to do it outside of games so you wouldn't kill my character.
Right.
Oh,
Over the next couple of weeks, though, I do have to finish off an adventure for Swords of Wizardry Light, which will be run at ShireCon in September, using a map that Matt Jackson has kindly allowed me to use, and we'll probably distribute on RPG Now as a pay what you want after it's at the ShireCon.
drive-through.
Oh,
RPG
by the way, you're right.
Yeah, I think it's completely gone now.
Well, no, you can still put the URLs in, but it automatically redirects to drive-through. So yeah.
Sad to see it go, but eventually they had to, I guess. It
What
made
the
no
heck?
sense to have two sites with the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know at one point they were separate sites,
Yes, they were.
but now they're not. So now
Yeah,
they're together. It's
everything
one.
works, yes.
Love.
Yeah.
Peace and tenderness.
Oh, we are one.
This one's the love.
Yeah, this was.
That one's the tenderness. I'm peace.
You're definitely a piece of something, all right?
Yeah. He got that shot. I like that.
Oh, what do you got there?
I got this from Ben Burns. A friend of mine used to have the League of Regrettable Superheroes. This came in a loot crate, and it's got all these old superheroes from the 40s on up that are just
Show that
absolutely,
to the camera, sir.
absolutely ridiculous. And if you can
Backwards,
find
who
it,
cares?
yeah, you are going to reverse this, right?
No, not at all.
I hate you. But it's got.
Bad
I
man.
mean, I was just reading about Dr. Hormone.
Dr.
Hormone. I haven't even got a Dr. Vampire.
I've used this book actually in some of my Phase Rip games and some of my DC games.
Really?
Because you can make silly
Yes.
heroes and stuff out of there. Why not?
It's Speed Centaur. Yes, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's a great book, League of Regrettable Superheroes. It's a nice little read. Gives me great ideas for stuff.
There you go.
I mean, it's not like Bloodfoot or something like that.
So, are you running any more games, Glenn?
No, I'm done for the. I may play, but I'm done after that thing. And I did Mutant Future earlier, which was very, very interesting. That was the most mature group as far as age goes that I've ever had.
I think I like played mature because I haven't.
No, I usually get like somewhat of a spectrum, but these guys, I don't think there was anybody at that table under 30.
Oh wow,
Okay.
So it's like it was a refreshing way of.
it was refreshing.
It was interesting. They were good. They were good. You guys were good. Okay.
And you, Mr. Tenkar, you had run Teagle
Manor.
Teagle Manor. I can never pronounce.
Oh, that was fun.
You had the big map on the floor and everything. I heard.
Thaco Manor, which is at the con, we have a map that's in 4 sections. It is printed on shower curtains. Oh, dude, it looks.
Is that what
It
you
looks-
covered the table up
Yes.
there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That looked really good. Yeah.
I had a lot of comments on it. People want to know how much it's going to be. But once
Will
it
it fit
ships-
my shower?
Well, yeah, I'm sure it would. Not all 4. You probably only need 1. But
They want all 4.
yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Now the thing is, I'm running Thaco Manor for first level characters, and if you know the classic Thaco Manor, it's written for like name level characters to die, because it's if you thought that Tomb of Horrors was a bad place to be at, Thaco is that with just more funhouse features.
Yeah, and
That's why I just rewrote a lot of stuff.
and he
Like
was running with Swords of Wizardry Light.
Yeah, and I rewrote it, keeping the flavor, but changing a lot of the details. So there's a lot more role play going on. My group today actually got into a number of combats.
Yes, we did.
My group yesterday got into 1. Pex's group yesterday got into 0. I think they got into 3 today, he told me.
Will this be available for people to download or buy or?
Thaco was.
Well, you modified it, obviously.
I
so-
modified to
Yes.
run, but it was kickstarted. It will be done pretty much when it's done. If you looked at the map that we were using, the map is about 3/4 done. It has some areas that still need to be detailed. Alyssa Faden is the artist that's been working on the map.
Oh, she does good maps. Yeah.
She has
She's
amazing
here.
maps.
She's here this week.
She's
Is
here.
she? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Good.
Yeah, I wouldn't know her if you hit me with her, but
You never seen her?
Oh,
I can't
I
can't
tend not to
remember.
swing Alyssa Faden's around unless I have to.
Thank you very much.
Because it would be dangerous. But
Did Mike and Liz play in it?
no.
Because I want to see Liz go through the back again.
Is that an inside joke that we don't know?
No,
about?
it was something I was saying. But she said the first time that she played Thaco Manor, the group decided to go through the tower in the back because it looked easier, and it wasn't.
No.
By the book, Teagle is not going to be easy. I didn't run it easy, but I gave my players an ample opportunity to role play, which they certainly did, and I gave them opportunities to get killed, which they didn't.
Yeah, came close.
Yes.
And there was an obscene amount of natural 20s being rolled.
Oh my God.
I had 2.
We had
I
3 players roll natural 20s in a row, followed by the DM.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
I don't remember the critical.
And
so
one
thank
guy
God.
rolled a 1.
You're all cheating. That's what you were doing.
No,
Cheating.
no, I just
we
thought it
rolled
was
up right out there.
out in the open. It was one of those moments where the gods came together.
Yes.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
My hernia, right here.
Nah.
We don't want to hear about your hernia. We've heard about your hernia already.
Did you know chili peppers burn my gut?
Oh my God. We're going back to everything Save or Die now.
In all honesty,
No, Crispy isn't here.
It's been a great con.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been it's wonderful con.
Seriously, if you haven't come to a North Texas, if you want to go to an old school gaming con,
Yes.
the big 3
Place.
are North Texas, GaryCon, and Gamehole. They are all amazingly good conventions. But for me,
Yes.
coming to Dallas, it's like coming home. And I live in New York,
Yep.
but this feels like home because, as we talked about it yesterday when I did a tavern chat recording with Bad Mike and a few others at a table out in the main room with a lot of alcohol around us, it was pointed out that this is the one gaming convention where you can literally just sit down and have food with Alan Hammock or Matt Finch
Or Tim
have
Kask or all these guys.
Well, you might not want to eat with Tim Kask.
He might steal your food, so.
I don't know about that.
I room with Greg Gillespie, so you're not going to get.
Name dropping, Glenn.
You've been dream dropping. What are you talking
Drain
about?
dropping?
Drain dropping.
It's a new module for Alex. Drain dropping.
Drain-
Drain dropping.
Drain dropping in the sea
Sequel to the
King's Malice.
Jaws-
Drain dropping in the
Oh my God.
in the deep dungeon under the sea.
Sequel.
If
to the-
Alex hasn't turned it off by now, I'm sure he would have turned it off at this point.
Yeah, like, I was like, oh my. Eric, I was going to invite you to the game hole, the next game hole, my personal game room above the bar, but yeah, I rescinded that.
Yeah, and I haven't
Come back
been
in frame, sir.
Yeah, I haven't been playing as many games like North Texas. Unfortunately, to me, has turned into 4 days of shopping and a little gaming
And feeding your grandson.
and feeding my grandson. Second time he's been here, old pro. He loves it. Everybody loves him, and I don't see him other than Grandpa. I want some money. Okay, go. Grandpa, I need some more
At
money.
least he's safe.
Yeah,
You know where he is? Well,
Yeah.
it's in the general area.
Yeah,
that's true. He lives at that taco truck out there.
That's what he
I heard it's
should.
really good.
It is really good.
What are they? They're all night or something? Or
They're out there probably until, I don't know, not now, maybe not actually.
That's just another service that North Texas RPG Con provides.
Yeah, the taco truck was a home run.
I don't.
Well-
I think that's new because I don't remember that
I
last.
don't, it wasn't. It was good, and that was Doug and Bad Mike. Great job
Yeah.
hooking that up. Top notch con as always.
Yep, Doug and Mike run a wonderful con. Come over here to North Texas,
That's right.
Dallas, and come see Eric and come
It's-
see Old Man Grognard here with his hat.
It's the second week of June. It's the weekend after Memorial Day.
Normally, yeah, whatever that usually lands on.
Yeah.
I think next year it'll be a different date, but
Yeah, usually around the second week of June.
and they've switched a couple hotels, but this is the one they've been settling on
The
lately.
Westin.
So
I think the Westin's going to be a long-term solution for
hope
them.
so.
Yeah, I hope they build more restaurants around here.
The Westin has been very good to North Texas. Not that the prior hotels weren't, but there were some overlaps with events, at least when I was
Yeah.
there. But from what I understand, North Texas is very happy with the Westin. And I think,
Yeah, we pretty much got the whole hotel, don't we?
yeah.
Yeah, and it's a big place.
it is a huge
I mean, they're even doing at this con. They're doing construction of the front lobby, so everybody got to go through the side. You can't even tell. It's still like they're
Well, you
on
can-
their
you-
game.
You can tell because we have normals going through the vending area. Because
Right on.
Because they come in now at the side entrance, so they come right into the convention.
Right on.
normals.
Normals. This is not. This is not a normal.
This is Chris Fuller back here.
Trouble crew.
Well, no, actually, we're Vince's trouble
That's
crew.
right.
Hey, I'm getting the plug. Cut it out.
Whoa! Anyway, go over and visit Old Man Grognard at
And you see this guy here too. I don't know why.
Visit him at oldmangrognard.blogspot.com. I have no idea.
Yeah, whatever.
Anchor.fm.oldmangrognard.
Just Radio Grognard.
Radio Grognard.
Yeah.
Uh,
And Tenkar.
Anchor.fm
Tavern Chat.
Slash Tavern Chat, and maybe Eric will do another one of those tonight. Who knows? Depending on how drunk he gets.
Yeah, we'll get the midnight auction. So, oh my God, that'd be.
I think we're supposed to sit down and do some Tavern Chat. I'm supposed to sit down with Tavern Chat.
Yeah,
but I think I shut my wad.
Oh.
But
With that said, keep it original, keep it old school. Good night, everybody.
Good night, folks.